I'm Dave Carvajal. This is Thunder, Wisdom, and Insights with some of my favorite leaders on the planet. Itzhak, wisdom often comes from some of the greatest failures. What have been maybe some setbacks or some real opportunities that you've had for learning and growth?
So I tell everybody about my first failure. So I went to school in the US and I came back to Israel after working in the US at Mobile Oil and IBM. And I worked in this startup doing databases and electronic mail, and I was a little bit bored. And it's very dangerous when you're bored. So I decided to make an investment. So I invested in a horse ranch. I put $100,000, which then was a lot of money for me, into a horse ranch in Israel. I looked at the business plan like you look at a business plan. We had the best looking ranch in Israel. We had 12 horses. We did the lessons of riding and different programs, and on paper the business plan looked great. But I invested in an area that I know nothing about. So I discovered that horses actually eat a lot. And you have to buy a lot of food to feed those horses. And it has no bearing on the business plan. We didn't have the right projection of how much horses will eat. And then I found out that whenever in the stores, wherever the horses are, you actually have to change the straw every 2 days, which straw is expensive in Israel. So I lost all my money in like less than a year. And from then on, whenever I look at an investment, I tell myself in my head, you invest only in things you understand, and don't let it be the ranch and the horse investment that you've done. So that was my lesson in making investments in areas that you know nothing about, expecting it to work out.
What do you think are the challenges of having such a diverse workforce today? Right? We're dealing with people who are the millennials, the Gen X, Gen Y, and then we also have people that are, significantly older and have more wisdom. But what do you think are the challenges in working with such a diverse workforce today?
So when I was at Nielsen, I think I was the only guy that had 4 direct reports, and 3 of them were women. I don't look at gender and I don't look at age. I look at what somebody brings to the table. And I find that the older people are, in some cases, the more drives they have in order to succeed, and the more experience they bring to the table. So I take every case by case basically, and I value people based on their experience, their drive, and their stamina. Stamina is also very important. Sometimes you have a very young guy that is very, very tired, and sometimes you have a very old guy that is very fresh and very excited about the new challenge that comes his way. So that's one of the other things that I think that are very, very important.